I'm just thinking about how I ride my bicycle. I'm gonna put my oh that didn't that was a little bit creepy. Um, I like to zip in between cars when they're standing, but also when I ride a car, I also get skittish when someone rides a bike. I'm just but then I see the angle they're going, their speed, so I know they're okay, and I know they're not too reckless, or I can estimate where they're gonna go, so it's fine. I wouldn't drive too many times in between lanes, like the in between lanes, like going one way and another, because it's just too much risk. And I get worried if I'm riding a bicycle next to cars that are parked, and people come, especially at night. They don't see me, they don't look at me, and they just jerk their wheel. So I'm very like, ooh, I'm very, very hesitant. I always go with a car where there's no park, unless I have a lot of space and I see the car. I have like 2, 3, or like 4 feet. Very rarely, but let's say like 3 feet. So I'm like, oh, it's safe. The guy probably sees me and everything, or the woman. But yeah, it's especially at night, it's hard to see. Even if I have reflectors, a lot of people just, you're driving, you're like, oh, you might get scared, even though you see me going like 15, 20, maybe 25 miles an hour. You know, and maybe there is a thing about to go with the flow of the traffic. I just feel very nervous about somebody like clipping me from the back. I can't do that. And it's like let's say even if they don't, you see just someone pass by you like just really fast. You get that wind hitting you, but you get scared. And it's like I don't want to go through that. Let's say a motorcycle, you have your own lane. I'm not saying these guys ride fast, but you have your own lane. Here, I'm in there's no bicycle lanes, and even if there was bicycle lanes, it's fine. But even with that, I don't like to do that. In New York, they're blocked off most of the time, the bicycle lanes. Here in Jersey, I see them. It's just a shoulder. Obviously, it's you have more room, but it's a totally different ball game. On the streets where there's no bicycle lanes, you gotta make your mind up about stuff. And I like to see what's coming. I mean, obviously the guy's not. If he tries to swipe me, then that's attempted murder right there. So that's what that is. Except one time the guy just accelerated and I had a little bit of room and I had to stop. He accelerated just when he saw me. It was by a bar, Pied Piper. It was just I was like, oh, you fucking asshole. I mean, I got that in New York. Like people will do that to you. It's like that's like basically that's attempted murder. That's not manslaughter. That's you're attempted to harm me right there. But at least I could see that coming. And imagine if I was, right in front of him and he drove behind me, he accelerated like that. I mean, maybe the wind would have pushed me or I would have got skittish or would have fell off the bike or something. That would have been more horrifying. So for that reason alone, I'm not gonna, ride with the traffic. Who knows what kind of idiot over there is just angry at the fact that, I'm on a bicycle, I'm having fun. Or, he can't do that, he's jealous. It's like, like, oh, you can't afford it. It's not even that a matter of price. You can't afford that. It's like, why would you do that shit? It's like how much hateful are you? And then it's like and what do you expect me to like chase you and hit you with a bike or something or a club? I'm not gonna do that. But it's like yeah, fuck you. But anyway, it's just I like to see what's coming, and even at night, I'm staring at them the whole time. It's never like I miss something like oh well, there was a car. Every once in a while, it's a mistake, and I'm like oh my bad. It's like what the fuck did I do that for? I overestimated. Like especially on turns. There's one turn, and maybe I should take like a longer route through a parking lot. But just like I'm at that point where it's like, well, I gotta train myself because it's not an easy turn. Maybe I should slow down and just slowly accelerate through the turn instead of just zipping through. You know. But if I make a mistake, it's my fault. But a lot of times, it's like, is it dangerous? I mean, if the driver is careless on purpose, then yeah. If he's careless just because he's careless, he's not paying attention, I'm still fine. Because he's not gonna just drive into the freaking cars. I'm honestly, I'm like this much away from like the side view mirror. I could get by. I control the bicycle. I'm not gonna swing left or right. A pebble won't, throw me off. I see right ahead what's in front of me. And I'm not so big on lights. It's like I would have a reflector, but at night it's like there's this place in Jersey. Well, it's what's the town called? But it's Island, and there's like I don't know, say a mile and a half, 2 miles, something like that. Just like a road, and this is it's parallel to the train tracks. And I was riding there, and it was just like those street lights, they weren't working. I felt like I was back in Poland, by like small towns, and I was like, wow, it's fine. I actually enjoy it, but it was just so long. I was like, I got exhausted, but I actually kind of like that. And the cars are coming. I see the lights, and there's a shoulder, so I'm fine. I don't want to have a light just shining at somebody, or like the one that permeates light. The flickering one, the LED one. Oh, it's just so annoying. Like I don't want to put that out there for somebody, even though I could have visibility. You know, let's say I'm walking at night somewhere. I have somewhat nocturnal vision, so I'll be fine. But it's just like I think it's about being careful to some extent. You can have fun. Just if there's a red light, and let's say like cars are parked here, I will zip right there on the other side. There's a red light. I don't see cars coming. It's an open road. I don't do that all the time, but I can see you like a quarter mile away. I'm not gonna be standing there scared. So it's like I could ride through the lanes and eventually I'll get to the side. It's like crossing a highway. You cross it, but a quarter of that road, there's cars coming. I mean, obviously, what, you're gonna fall down? If you fall down like that, it's like, well, basically, why get out of bed? To me, it's just like it's just a basic skill. It's like, you're gonna walk and, you're gonna have your shoes untied and you tie, but you're not gonna tie when there's a truck coming at you, right? It's basic common sense. So, and I get how sometimes maybe people just don't think I have it and they just never see anybody ride like that. Or maybe they're just not used to it. But it's like, I'm responsible, and it's like, I'm not reckless, so I account for myself.